we are back again, man. Welcome to the Southern Force Reacts. I'm your host, Southern Force On Point. We're gonna go ahead and get into this content. As you can see, Senator Booker versus FBI Director Patel. So let's go ahead and get into this content, shall we? Just 1 minute. Let me see what's going on here. So we're gonna go into Patel and the Booker content. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this content, shall we?
You frequently discuss your job and your responsibilities with Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi, I imagine, as well.
Absolutely. She's the Attorney General.
Understood. Okay. Donald Trump promised to make us all safer. You have pushed out senior FBI agents with decades of knowledge and experience. In fact, this is the first time in FBI history that neither the director nor the deputy director have any experience with the FBI. You've shifted the agency's priorities primarily to pursuing Donald Trump's immigration enforcement agenda. According to ICE data, the Cato Institute, which is a conservative think tank, found that 20% of all agents have been diverted from their work to assist ICE immigration enforcement. 20%. Part of this operation is the work of mass law enforcement who jump out of cars, snatch people off streets at churches, schools, and their jobs and hospitals. Have there been any FBI agents who investigate crimes against children that have been assigned to immigration enforcement, yes or no?
The premise of what you say is entirely false.
Have there been any FBI agents who investigate
no.
foreign domestic terrorism?
You don't get to say America is not safer under this leadership.
I am not saying
America
that.
is safer because of the work of the FBI.
Drop a comment in the chat. Do you think America is more safe now than back then, or no?
A presumption of premise.
4,700 children.
Sir,
we have seized 6,000 weapons and 23,000 violent felons have been
FBI
arrested.
Agents who investigate human trafficking have been reassigned to immigration enforcement. You are not denying that FBI agents who are on the task force that fight against Russian oligarchs have not been reassigned. Public Corrections Squad reassigned. People who defend children reassigned. You're not denying that. I've seen you time and time again attack my colleagues' premises of questions as a way to not answer the question. So let me end with this. I believe you have made our country weaker and less safe. I believe that we are more vulnerable to a major event, and I pray to God it doesn't happen. You've gutted the Bureau of Institutional Knowledge and Expertise. You fired or pushed out seasoned FBI officials, many with more than 20 years of experience, and were working on cases that were critical. You've been purging thousands of serious law enforcement officials who spent their careers keeping us safe, only to lower hiring standards in order to find anyone to replace them. And shockingly, you admitted in this hearing to Senator Coons that it would take 14 years to fill the vacancies at your agency. Many are the result of your purge. 20% of FBI agents are doing low-level immigration enforcement instead of their mission-critical work. You've disbanded entire task forces that stop election interference, foreign influence, public corruption. And who benefits from this? Well, corrupt people benefit from it. Criminals benefit from it.
The fact that Patel is an immigrant and going after other immigrants is insane. Let's start with his family. Let's start with his big background. How many rules he done bent to get his people over here from one country to another illegally? People don't think of that because everybody's so fixated of, well, he's really doing what he's saying he's doing, but has he did it to himself? Has he background checked himself and his family? Let's go.
From it. Vladimir Putin benefits from it. And it really makes me wonder who you're looking out for. It makes me think we can't trust you as a nation. You swear to release the Epstein files, but now you're withholding the Epstein files.
And the reason why is because Donald Trump threw the smoke screen to throw the war. People don't understand that this war, nobody can answer. Why are we going to war with Iraq again? Why are we going to war with for the Jews? Why are we going to war? Why? We got almost $2 billion in fucking poverty that's going on right here in our nation. We have people that are homeless, people that's going through a fentanyl crisis that's spreading 20 times as worse as crack cocaine. Why are we fixated about fighting a war over there to deter from the Epstein files? If you're guilty, you're guilty. Lock them up. They ain't got no problems locking no black person up for a simple jaywalking or looking suspicious. Lock them up and let's get to fixing our economy. That's it.
You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect. You know nothing about plans to remove FBI agents, yet you're directly involved in those plans. In the words of an ex-FBI official, you are overseeing, and I quote, generational destruction of the nation's premier law enforcement agency. Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. But I know FBI field agents. I've worked with them in Newark. No matter how truly bad you are, you can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. We're more vulnerable to domestic and foreign attack because of your failures of leadership. I don't think you're fit to hand the Bureau, but here's the thing, Mr. Patel. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. He will cut you loose. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this. I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to say anything?
Yes, sir. That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time.
Who are you to bring this country together? You're not even naturally from this country. Who are you? Who are you? It's appalling that you could have this foreigner as a director of the FBI, but not a black man there. You can give all these foreigners all these gifts and all this reparations and all this leeway, but the true Aboriginals that's from this native land gets nothing. Anybody who signs under that old tribal tradition and under that old document gets nothing. They gets nothing. The Freeman Bill, you gets nothing. But it's amazing how you can take a foreigner, put him in office, have him direct our law enforcement, and instead of him directing it, he attacks immigrants, and he's an immigrant. He's an immigrant. But you put him as director of the FBI. Whose smart idea was that? Trump's. Why? Because this immigrant's going to do anything he tells him to do. Because if not, his family get exposed. That's why he's in that office. That's why he's in that seat. And y'all congressmen and your senators, I blame all of y'all. Y'all put him in that situation. You should have diminished and discredited him long time ago. Now he's in there targeting not just immigrants, but people of color. But we don't talk about that, right? We don't want to talk about that. How many African Americans that he done had stopped and pulled over by ICE? How many? But nobody want to talk about that? How we get harassed? Nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room. Nobody want to talk about the Epstein trials. The Epstein files. Nobody want to talk about all the little boys and girls who got sex trafficked and was flaunted around like fucking appetizers and party favors in these parties by wealthy societies that control our economic growth today. Nobody want to talk about that though. Oh, the war. What is the war about? How does it benefit us as an economic structure? How does it benefit us as a people? What is it about? Don't tell me about no bullshit war when we fighting a war in our own goddamn country. Let's go.
Time, not yours.
My God.
If
You're
you
gonna
want to
lecture
talk
me
about
dividing this country,
it is
I
my
follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying.
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this
to
country.
not take
Senator,
it is my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir,
It's not your time. It's our time. It is the Aboriginals' time. We are sick of this. How in the hell y'all get all these foreigners, all this leeway, free school? Don't have it's not even a loan. They get 100% full grants, 100% housing, 100% approval on any loan that's out there, 100% approval on any car that's out there. They get it all. And y'all got the nerve to complain about fucking reparations that we have busted our fucking backs. Some of our people and our ancestors have fucking died over. You telling me get over it? No, we over y'all. We over y'all. And the more and more you keep us from our reparations, and the more and more you keep us from our due, the more and more it's gonna be more terror in this nation. The more and more we're not gonna take that mess. The more and more we're gonna bring this to your congressman. We're gonna bring this to your Senate. We're gonna bring this to your legislative, your judicial branch. We're gonna bring it to everybody. Because those people of color are not playing anymore. We warned y'all 20 years ago. We warned you. You didn't listen. We warned you 50 years ago. We warned you 100 years ago. We warned you 280 years ago. We warned you. And now, the time has come for us to unite, get these stupid pieces of shit out of office. Matter of fact, maybe we should create our own government. I think us as an Aboriginal descent should create our own government. Buy as much land as you can. You can start your own government. You can start your own country. If enough black folks get together, start buying land, I don't give a damn if it's $1,000 out of each family. If we each put $1,000 together, each family put $1,000, and we blow more than $1,000 in 6 months on bullshit. If each of us put $1,000 together within 6 months, each black family, we can buy our land back. We can return it into our own country. We can create our own economic values and structures, create our own laws, create our own society, get it back, get our culture back, get our history back. But nobody thinks like that because American structure is designed to divide us, to cause hate in between us, to make us filled with gluttony, envy, and hate against each other. Because long as you keep the indigenous Aboriginal people divided, they can never band together to destroy the racism. That's all my time for today, man. Thank you guys for coming out, man. We're gonna go ahead and end this on a good note, man. We are out.